Yes.
Okay. We get prepared. How did you get interested in the job that you were working at?
So I've always loved animals, always been very passionate about them and about conservation. And just all through school, I knew I wanted to do something in the zoo field, if at all possible. And it worked out that I started as an intern here in 2012 and was an apprentice zookeeper for a year after that point. Then ended up being asked to join as an apprentice in the education department. And now I am a full-time educator. So I was hired on last year.
Okay, question two, what do others expect of you regarding your position?
So we are expected to be able to deal with the public, and anytime we are interacting with either, whether it's school children or adult groups that come in with their families, we are delivering conservation messages about our collection here and about other animals around the world that we don't necessarily exhibit here. But we are expected to be able to have good public speaking skills and to be able to communicate these things effectively and to help teach kids about either the animals or conservation, the world as a whole, and what we can do to better serve and be a part of the solution in helping conserve things and helping protect the planet.
Question three, are you paid by the hour or salary?
I am salaried.
And how much do you make a year?
I make about, I want to say it's about $23,000 a year.
What education is needed for this job? Did you have to go to college for this?
I did, yes. So I went to the University of Arizona and I have a bachelor's degree in animal science. But for a position like this, whether you're in zoo education or zookeeping, zoos do expect you to have a 4-year degree in some kind of science. So something biologically related, conservation science, animal science, anything that gives you a really good foundation in the sciences and also in being able to understand these concepts. A lot of times we are teaching biological concepts, so obviously we need to have a good grasp of them, but your animal experience is also very desirable. If you have good animal experience, if you have, care experience, if you've helped take care of them, if you've been an intern for the education side, if you have been a public speaker, that's a big help. So zoos very, very frequently are going to look for a combination of a 4-year college degree and animal experience.
In high school, what classes would you recommend taking to become something like this?
I would definitely recommend any biology you can take. If you can get up to AP biology, that's huge because that will help you in your college courses. Also, for this particular position, English is great because you need to have a good grasp of the English language and be able to effectively communicate. Public speaking, certainly, if that's available. It was not in my high school, but I was involved with student government and with various clubs, so that gives you experience too. Volunteering is great. Any of your clubs that allow you to get out there and either work with the community or work with your fellow students, all very, very helpful. But certainly the sciences, that is a huge, huge part of what you're going to have to take in college.
What are the dangers of the job?
Typically there aren't any dangers. We are what we call a protected contact zoo. So we do not go in with any of our animals with very, very few exceptions. So our birds, our tortoises, our guanaco, few exceptions to that rule, but any of the other animals that are large or they're considered dangerous, we do not go in with them, so we don't ever put ourselves in a position of danger. Some of the hazards though, you are working in extreme heat. Certainly, the zookeeper side, you're out in all temperatures all the time. We do our tours, rain, shine, heat, cold, kind of doesn't matter. So that's something to be aware of, but there isn't really any inherent danger in this. As long as you are responsible about your job, doing things as protocol is dictated and as you are supposed to, then it's really not going to be a dangerous place to work.
Yes. When you're working, how many hours are you expected to work?
I work a 40-hour week, and that's pretty typical, so generally I'm not going to be expected of more than that, but it can change. There are times when we have big events going on, when we have Halloween and zoo lights, or if we have sleepovers, sometimes we might extend beyond that, but usually we're flexing our schedule to fit within that 40-hour work week.
Do you enjoy your job?
I do very much, yes. It's a great place to work.
If you had a chance, would you get a higher paying job?
No, I don't think so. I'm not here for the money. I don't think anybody in this profession is here for the money. You're here because you love the animals, you love what you're doing, you love interacting with people and communicating the messages that need to get out there. You want to teach people about animals and about what they can do to help. So it is not a very high paying job. You do not get into this business to make money. You do get into it though because you're passionate about what you do and you love what you do, and the money is absolutely secondary to that.
Well, thank you for this interview.
Oh, of course. Thank you guys for coming in, and hopefully it helped you out a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Park Zoo, there's a new baby elephant called Adult tigers are the largest of the cheetahs accelerate from 0 to 60 miles. Thank you for watching, and remember to visit your local zoo. What was I supposed to say?
Say it.
Tigers are
How faster is a cheetah? Show us how fast the cheetah is. Oh, that's how fast the cheetah goes? Come on. Maria, do something.
tigers.